Jeff Horste, back with another episode of Roast This Post. Speaking out against anti-quarantine protesters got many people in my comment section very angry. One specific white woman got upset in my anti-Trump comments. She left many negative comments on various photos and pictures, which I am used to and I was completely expecting. However, I felt she went a little too far when I posted a funny video of my nieces dancing and she commented and called me a pedophile. It was at that point I looked deep in my soul and thought to myself, fuck that bitch. I'm gonna make an entire video dedicated to analyzing all of her stupid posts on her Instagram. Let's take a look. This is her wonderful profile. She is here to make fun of liberal and Democrat dumbassery. Hashtag in it together. How can you be a Trump supporter and say hashtag in it together? I think you're hashtag in it with other whites. The best part of her profile is where she says that she's a conspiracy theorist, right where other people typically list their hobbies. Now, before we get into this meme, does she not know how to crop a photo? I mean, seriously, she couldn't have just zoomed the thing in. Do you not have a touchscreen? You can't zoom in. Trump supporters think that Obama made a call to China and had them release the virus, kill thousands of their very own citizens, destroy their own economy, all to get Trump out of the office? Of course you don't trust Dr. Fauci, because the only time Trump supporters care about science is when it relates to controlling a woman's body. This man has been an expert of infectious diseases for the last 6 presidents, 4 of which were Republicans. But now you don't trust him because you're tired of cutting your husband's mullet? Wait, is that how they dress in Hawaii? This is racist. You think you're insulting Obama by pretending he's from Africa, which isn't even an insult. Africa is beautiful. But since you think it's trashy, I'll just Photoshop Trump where the rest of the world thinks the trashiest whites are from. Oh yeah, America. Michelle Obama is easily one of the most educated first ladies in American history. And since Republicans know that they cannot insult her intelligence, they try to insult her looks. Republicans love saying that Michelle Obama looks like a man by taking the most unflattering photo of her that they can find. Since Michelle Obama had strength in her arms, they say that she's a man because according to Trump supporters, any muscle tone on a woman is a bad thing. That's their way of justifying how fat they are. Now, I am not saying that every single American needs to find her attractive or they're racist. However, the fact that they have been obsessed with her looks more than any other first lady in history says a lot. Look, this topic puts me in a weird position because I want to point out how there are so many white first ladies that are way less attractive than her that nobody ever talks about because I want to point out the racism. However, to judge so many other women in that way would make me sexist. So look, here's going to be my compromise. Because Republicans have been constantly saying that Michelle Obama looks like a man, I'm going to show you 2 photos. One is going to be of Michelle Obama, and one is going to be of another first lady from our history. And you can tell me in the comment section which one you think looks the most like a man. Her name was Margaret Taylor, wife of Zachary Taylor. And before any of you Trump supporters get mad at me, he was a member of the Whig Party. And we can all make fun of the Whig Party. You want to know why we don't say that Melania Trump is a man? Because you can Google her vagina. Do it right now. Pause this video and Google her vagina. Did you see it? How was it? All right, now back to the show. Be the person your dog thinks you are. Pretty sure your dog thinks you're racist. This is just a post reminding us that she is a white woman. As if we would forget. I just think it's funny to have such a positive post in the middle of all this hate. It's like if Hitler had an Instagram, but he still posted pictures of his cute puppy. Here's a complete list of the people I trust during this entire shit show. Number 1, Trump. Trump firmly believes we had to close this country, and you are protesting that. Are you sure you trust Trump? Now, this is saying a lot, but this might be the most offensive thing on her page. A chocolate mayonnaise cake? What in the Caucasus Mountains? I don't know. I don't know. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? You want me to have an answer for that on behalf of all white people that I've heard of it? I haven't. I've met many of other whites, and not one of them has ever even implied that there is a such thing as a chocolate mayonnaise cake. Jesus, it's like you guys are brainstorming places to put mayonnaise. And of course, she's an anti-vaxxer. Nobody will make it to this point in my video and be surprised by this information. This meme, she compares people that wear masks to sheep and people that don't wear masks to eagles. This meme says they listen to fake news, stays inside, tells others to stay inside. So far, the last two things don't seem that bad. Treats all strangers as if they have leprosy. Fears the coronavirus. Why did you put coronavirus in quotes? That's what it's called. Wants the government to force vaccines. Now for the no mask group. No mask, just raw dog life. Raw dog, because he don't wear a mask. I get it. Doesn't pay attention to fake news. Catch me outside. They should hire her to be their mascot. You know, we're not gonna catch you outside. We're gonna be inside, and you'll be outside. Realizes the masses have been brainwashed. Isn't that great? Trump supporters can hide behind the fact that over 3 million more people voted for the other presidential candidate by just saying that the masses have been brainwashed. That way, even if there's only 4 of them left someday, they can still just be like, I know everybody else disagrees with me, but they've been brainwashed. Eats coronavirus for breakfast and shits it out by noon. You're going to eat the coronavirus? Well, for some people, diarrhea is a symptom. So you might be shitting out the coronavirus for a while. Will shoot at the government if they try to vaccinate them? So you don't trust the government? You understand that Trump is part of the government, right? I thought you said he's the only person you trust. Sometimes Trump supporters don't realize that the President of the United States is part of the government. Typically, as a comedian, I would be performing in front of you, in the same room. You remember those days. But with things the way they are right now, I still want to find a way to reach people who would appreciate this content. And if that applies to you, check out my Patreon page. Patreon.com/Jeff Horste. I got a whole bunch of exclusive content just for the people that are on my Patreon page. I got extended videos of Roast This Post. Aren't you wondering what stuff I cut out? Exclusive stand-up clips not shown on any other social media. I'll send you a free link to my last comedy album, and I'll even add your name to the credits of these videos. On top of all that, I'll still send you a personal thank you video. End of sales pitch. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Roast This Post. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure to follow me on all other forms of social media at Jeff Horste.